The studio lights of the Kelly Clarkson show glowed warm and bright, filling the room with a welcoming energy. The audience cheered as Kelly walked onto the stage, smiling widely as always. Today's guest was celebrated R&B icon Toni Braxton, someone Kelly admired deeply. Everything about the moment suggested it would be a smooth, joyful interview. But as soon as Toni walked out, there was an unmistakable stiffness in her posture. The applause was loud, but Toni's smile seemed tight, almost forced. Kelly noticed it, yet she pushed forward with her usual enthusiastic energy. "Toni, I'm so excited you're here, girl," Kelly said, spreading her arms wide. Toni returned a polite smile. "Happy to be here, Kelly." The interview began amicably, talk of music, vocal health, and creative struggles. But then Kelly shifted to a topic she thought would be lighthearted. The behind-the-scenes rumors about Toni's upcoming album delays. "So, people online are saying you've been having a hard time agreeing with your label?" Kelly said, half laughing. Hoping to keep things breezy, Toni's expression instantly changed. She stiffened, her eyebrows lifting slightly. "I don't appreciate discussing contract issues in public." Kelly blinked, surprised. "Oh, I didn't mean anything negative. Just thought we could clear the air. It's not something I want to clear on a daytime show," Toni replied, her voice firm. "I'm here to talk about the music, not business drama." A subtle ripple moved through the audience. Kelly tried to pivot quickly, but Toni's tone was already clipped. The energy transformed from friendly to sharp in seconds. Kelly, trying to recover, smiled awkwardly. "Of course, totally understand." But Toni's eyes held a hint of irritation that hadn't been there before. The air between them grew, tense, thick with misunderstandings that neither of them knew how to untangle yet. Trying to regain control of the interview, Kelly guided the conversation toward Toni's latest single. She praised the vocals, the lyrics, the emotional depth, but Toni's responses stayed short and chilly. The audience sensed the awkwardness. Kelly, determined to fix the atmosphere, attempted a heartfelt gesture. "You know, Toni, when I was younger, I used to sing your songs nonstop. You were literally the blueprint for my vocal style." This softened Toni a little. She exhaled, her shoulders lowering. "Thank you, Kelly. That means a lot." Thinking the moment had finally warmed again, Kelly moved on to a fan-submitted question that the producers had placed on her cue cards. Unfortunately, she hadn't read ahead. "Here's a fun one," Kelly said, smiling again. A fan wants to know, "Is it true you almost quit music last year because of creative disagreements?" Toni froze. Her jaw tightened. She stared at Kelly as if the question were a personal insult. "I didn't approve that question," Toni said sharply. Kelly swallowed. "Oh, I didn't know. The producers—" "I don't care about the producers," Toni interrupted. "I'm talking to you. You're the host. You chose to ask it." Kelly's brows drew together. "Toni, I promise, this wasn't meant to upset you. I love you. I respect your career." "You call this respect?" Toni snapped. "Digging into personal issues instead of focusing on my work?" The studio audience gasped quietly. Kelly looked genuinely hurt now, her voice softening. "I'm not trying to attack you. I'm just following the cards." Toni shook her head, frustration overwhelming her. "I came here to promote my music, not to defend myself. If this is the direction, then I'm done." Kelly stood, trying to calm the situation. "Toni, wait, please, let's talk about this." But Toni was already rising from her chair, adjusting her jacket with trembling hands. The atmosphere cracked fully. A thick silence consumed the room. With tension at its peak, Toni turned away from the stage lights. Toni's heels clicked sharply against the studio floor as she walked off stage. The cameras caught the back of her, figure moving toward the exit. Curtain before the director cut the feed, quickly switching to a commercial break. Gasps and whispers filled the room. Kelly stood alone at center stage, stunned. Her face held a mix of shock, hurt, and confusion. The crew rushed around trying to decide how to recover, while Kelly kept her composure for the waiting audience. After a long moment, Kelly addressed the crowd. "Y'all, I never want any guest to feel uncomfortable. I honestly thought these questions were approved. I didn't mean to offend her." Her voice trembled slightly, but she stayed professional. Backstage, Toni removed her mic with shaking hands. A producer approached her carefully, trying not to escalate things further. "Miss Braxton, we're so sorry. Toni cut him off. You should be. You blindsided me on live television. We truly thought your team approved the card list. Well, they didn't, she snapped. Next time, check before putting me on the spot. She walked down the hallway, her frustration still simmering, though underneath it all was something deeper. Exhaustion. She was tired of rumors, tired of pressure, tired of being questioned about things she never wanted public. Meanwhile, Kelly retreated to her dressing room, replaying everything in her mind. She paced, rubbing her temples. I should have handled it better, she whispered to herself. I should have seen the signs. A producer reassured her. Kelly, you did nothing malicious. She misinterpreted. These things happen. But Kelly, empathetic by nature, still felt awful. Later that evening, social media exploded with clips and commentary. Fans argued passionately, some defending Kelly, others siding with Toni. But a surprising thing happened. Both women released short statements acknowledging the misunderstanding. Toni wrote, I reacted emotionally today. I value Kelly and appreciate her platform. We'll talk privately. Kelly posted, I love Toni, we're good. Sometimes emotions run high. No hate here. What began as a heated clash ended with two artists choosing respect over drama, proving that even the stormiest moments can be followed by calm.